it's your girl. So today we are working on the base. Now your base makeup includes your foundation, your concealer, your powders, and just making sure you have a flawless base. So I'm gonna go over all the things that I do to achieve a flawless base. I like to wash my face. I use the Fenty cleanser and I wash my face, and then once that's done, I rinse my skin. And you already know I'm an OG of Pond's. I love Pond's. Pond's is like my favorite moisturizer. So Wishful looks like this. It's a little bit more on the high end and expensive side. You can get this at Sephora, and it's a jelly moisturizer. It has lavender, honey, niacinamide, and turmeric in it. All good stuff for your skin. So that's what I like to use, and let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I do is moisturize my face with my Pond's. So I take some Pond's. A little is a lot with Pond's, so this is literally all I'm gonna need for my face. Really dry skin, so my skin is so dry just waiting for this Pond's. Nose, by the side of my nose, is really dry. And with Wishful, which looks like this, you can see moisturizer. What I like about this, especially when I use it on clients, is that it's very like, it feels nice on your skin. So I'm just take some more. This feels really nice on your skin. Like, if you have a client and you are doing like a beat, not like a soft glam, but like a beat, I highly recommend using this on your clients. As you guys can see, there's such a big difference in the way my skin looked when I first started this video than now. There's such a difference. You can see my skin is way more moisturized now. And you know, I got my pure leaf tea, guys, so this is an addiction. I highly recommend you start, but if you start, just know you ain't gonna stop. Okay, so let's get some brows on, shall we? Boom, brows are here. All right, and if you guys want to know how I achieve my eyebrows, please check out my eyebrow tutorial. The fleekiness of my brows every single time I do my brows the same way every single time. So let's start my foundation, and that is color correcting. I color correct, guys. Yes, I do. There's just like things I want to get rid of, you know, and that's what color correcting is about. It's just like taking the opportunity and taking that extra step to get rid of the things that you feel like are dark spots or whatever. So product. So I typically start with my bags, my money bags, and I just take a dab and shots at my nose wherever I feel like there's spots. And sometimes I just put here as well, and then my chin right here. So this is all the spots that I put my color corrector, right? And then I just simply go ahead and blend that out. Okay, so I have here a MAC foundation, and I also have here a Clinique foundation. MAC foundations like this, where you have to pour it out. So instead, I'm just gonna take a dabble on my pinky, and I'm gonna just show you guys right here on my neck, my latest color down, right? You guys can see that. Now, if I just spread that out, does it blend? Did you guys see it? Can you guys see the difference? And then blend it. So now I feel like both sides blend pretty well. Another way you can test this out is by applying it to your face. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to use the way to test your foundation out to see if it matches you or not. Start with your neck because that really tells you if it's going to blend in. In Clinique, I'm using the shade Clove. In MAC Studio Fix, I'm using the color NC50. Let's move on. Okay, so when it comes to foundation, you can apply your foundation three ways, okay? You can use your fingers and spread it across your face like lotion if you're good at finger blending. You can use a sponge, a damp beauty blender. Once it's damp, it gives it better coverage and better like application. It looks smoother on your face. And then the brush, where you just pretty much spread and like blend with the brush. You blend out with the brush and stuff. So lately I've been into using a brush to blend out my foundation because I'm lazy. So yeah, if you're lazy, then this is for you. But applying my foundation on my face. Okay, so I know a lot of people that use what is it called? Powder. I know a lot of people that apply powder before their face, before they apply their foundation. I'm not one of those people. What I do is I take some of my Clinique here. This is Even Better Glow. And I just apply it on the back of my hand. Too much, guys, but this is how much I'm putting on my hand for right now. And I just put my brush in it. So, I start with this side first. And this is my right side. So the right side of my nose gets done. You want to put the foundation where you put everything, basically. Your corrector. See, I'm covering up my corrector.
I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever. Drive home and think.
Half of my face.
They're out there.
So right here. Up to here.
I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself
and I'm just blending that out.
Or 3 years maybe, and I dated it Thanksgiving 1995, just before
half your chin,
Thanksgiving 1995. I found out that I was
half your upper.
$10 million.
Okay, now you guys can see the difference between this side and this side, obviously, because you can still see the corrector on this side right here. But can you see that you basically can't even tell that I have foundation on? Because it's my shade. It matches. Now, you can also see, being that I have foundation on, you can see that this is the side that I put the MAC on. Now you can see that it's a little bit lighter. And that's what I wanted to show you guys. My NC50 shade is actually a little bit lighter than I expected it to be. It's not my shade exactly. So that's what I wanted to show you guys with that. Whereas the Clinique is exactly my shade. And you guys will see that once I blend the foundation onto this side. So let's do that. Okay guys, so I just got super nauseous out of nowhere, but took some medicine. My next thing that I do is concealer, and to highlight I use the shade Fawn in LA Girl Pro. Excuse me. If you allow it to sit on your face, it will definitely give you that coverage, that high HD coverage that you need, that full coverage. It will still give you it. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so I've been applying my concealer a little bit differently as of late. So I just bring my concealer close to my nose and right here at the corner of my eye. Okay, because that also helps when you are contouring your nose. This helps. This strategy helps. So same thing to the other side. And make sure you're doing the same thing to each side.
Visualize seeing yourself as.
Yeah, I would visualize.
This is when you were broken poor.
Right.
So before I used to take it and just fan it out, but instead now I do it like this, and then I apply some right here to the corners of my eyes. And what this does is it gives you a better lift with the concealer, and you guys will see that once I blend it out. But I don't just start that right away. I apply my concealer in all the places.
Just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million.
And I do allow my concealer to sit. So I'm gonna bronze, and then we'll get back into finishing the base. Okay, so if you guys wanted to see like me do like my bronzing process and stuff, just leave a comment down below and I will do like a video dedicated to that. But right now we're focused on base. So now we are about time ready to blend out this highlight, and start with my chin. So I just do this, and if you guys are with my bronzer, so as you guys can see, it's I'm a little bit brighter down here. And then I'm gonna start with the Cupid. I move on to my eyes, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do this. And I literally work that product in that one spot. Wherever I put it, I work it. And then, as you can see, I'm gonna come a little bit closer so you guys can see. And I'm pressing that product into my skin, and I'm working it up towards my eye, and then I start blending it onto my eye as well. And now the product is perfectly blended. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over it again. Okay, and then let's blend out this corner. So I blend it out exactly how you see it to the side, and then I also blend it onto the eyelid. And then as you guys can see, it gives your eye like a lift when you do it this way. So then I just blend like this. And now this eye, I don't know if you guys can see, I don't know if the camera is allowing you guys to see, but I can see it on my mirror, but I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. So I'm going to blend this side out and show you guys.
I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there. I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years, or 3 years maybe, and I dated it Thanksgiving 1995.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and blend out the highlight on my nose. And I like to use the tip of this. This is a Real Techniques mini sponge, and I just like to use the tip and dab And then once I get the product up to, you see my eyebrows, I just dab it in the middle there, because I have a big forehead, so I don't highlight my forehead. Just wait and grab it to the middle and blend out into the middle of between the brows. Okay, and now you guys can see my face is highlighted, and this is what my face looks like when it's highlighted. And yeah, now what I typically do after this is blend out the chestnut concealer underneath my bronzer. So let's do that. So I usually do this step with my foundation brush to give a more seamless blend. The next thing for flawless base is to set 3 different powders to show you guys. So I have the Holy Grail SACHA Buttercup. I have another Holy Grail Laura Mercier, and I have another Holy Grail. And these are my Holy Grails, guys. The Midnight Chestnut powder. Now I'll show you guys how I use them, and you know. So for this tutorial, I don't think I want to use my Laura Mercier. I don't think. Another thing that I changed with my routine, my base routine, is I stopped using my sponges to apply my powder. I feel like a brush gives you a better application when it comes to powder. I just noticed that it's just something I tried one day and I really liked it, and I haven't stopped. So every time I do it now, I use a brush, and the brush that I use is my MAC 224S brush. Looks like this. Okay, you typically want your brush to be a little bit more fluffier than this, but it's cool. I make it work and I know how to use it. So let's start with the powder process. Okay, so here we are up close and personal, and I'm using my SACHA Buttercup. So I'm just gonna shake it a little bit and then open it, and then I have some product right here up top, and then I take my brush and I dab it in like that, and it looks like this, and I'm gonna dab it again and it looks like this. Okay, so then I knock, and you can see all that excess powder falling off, and I start really close right here. So right here, the corner bottom of my eye, and I tap that product in and bring it down exactly how I did with the concealer. Okay, then I tap my brush in again, and this time I don't really like get rid of the powder too much. I just push it. I press that in, and you guys can see it now. Press it in, and you guys can see the motion that I'm going. So it's kind of like a sweep, right? And then I kind of like brush that. And I take my brush and I brush. Then I dip again, and I apply right here, same place that I applied my concealer, guys. Don't want no creasing, right? And I don't know if you guys can see, but I can see that on camera, and you can just see the difference between this side and that side so far. So let me just continue. I just continue until I feel like I don't have to anymore. Like until I feel like I'm set. And I feel like this does a really good job, and I don't have any flashback problems when I do this trick, guys. So, and you can still bake if you want to doing this, okay? I'm not a fan of baking. I just like apply 2 top layers and then that's baking for me. So let's do the other side.
Do you all read about this or hear this? That you used to go up on Mulholland Drive and park
every night
and visualize seeing yourself as.
Yeah, I would visualize.
This is when you were broken poor.
Right, having director's interest.
And I don't know if you guys can see that, but with the way that I applied my concealer, it already started to help contour my nose. Because you can see kind of like lines here. So that's why I do that way for my concealer too. It just helps everything in makeup go faster.
5 years or 3 years maybe, and I dated it Thanksgiving 1995.
You guys can see
Thanksgiving 1995
that I'm set on both sides, and now I'm gonna continue doing my makeup like the way that to blend out my bronzer and stuff. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay guys, so my makeup is completed. I hope this video, it was a little bit all over the place. Forgive me. Oh, okay, I thought I had a sneeze, but probably still do have the sneeze. But like I said, please forgive me guys. Like I'm still, you know, trying to figure out what I should say to like help you guys as much as I can. But you know, showing you is better than telling you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial and that it answered all you guys' questions about how I get my flawless base. And this is the base that I have, guys. Get a little close up, you know. Get a little close up. Ooh, no, don't get a close up. The eyelash is coming. It's coming up a little bit. Let's ignore it. I'll probably stick it back down better a little bit later. Damn. But yeah, so this is the base that I get every single time. This is how I do get my flawless foundation, my flawless concealer, everything, just period. Okay, so you know, let's get a slow-mo, shall we?
Let's go.